Hey gang, Four-Eyed Piper. Thought I'd do a little video today. I've been meaning to do this for some time, but really the topic came up yesterday when I was on a Zoom call with a good buddy, Cass Piper Cassidy. And he talked about, or asked me what one of my favorite carvers was. And I talked about one, but I really felt like I needed to highlight all of the carvers that I have pipes from in my collection, and just talk a little bit about my interactions with them, or my experience with them, and maybe set some folks out to take a look at their work. So I wanted to go through these pipes, which if you've seen some of my previous videos, they sit atop my pipe cabinet in a very prominent position because I prize them above pretty much all the rest of my pipes. And it's really kind of a reminder to me of the community of the YTPC, and the generosity and skill and talent and all of that is out there. So let's talk a little bit about these pipes, and perhaps if you have questions or comments, leave them in, obviously leave them in the comments below, or shoot me an email at foureyepiper@gmail.com. Okay, so this pipe here was created by the Puerto Rican piper Ricky War, and it is fully made out of bamboo. I don't know if I would consider him like an artisan carver necessarily. I don't think he really does this regularly, but when he was making videos, which I haven't seen videos from him in a long time, but when he was making videos, he was kind of he was producing a lot of these, and using them to trade for tobacco and that kind of stuff. So I traded some tobacco for this pipe, and I really love it. It's kind of a poker, and it's made entirely out of bamboo. All found materials that he put together himself by hand, and he did a really great job, and it actually smokes really, really well. I never thought I'd have a pipe like this in my collection, but I just think it's really amazing, and it came from Puerto Rico, and it's just kind of an authentic pipe, you know what I mean? Not that it's, pipes are traditionally made this way, but it's made out of materials that are from Puerto Rico by a Puerto Rican man who obviously put a lot of time and effort into this. So it's really cool. He also gifted me, as part of that, a tamper that is also made out of bamboo, and it's got a little scoop on the end here, and took some time with a Dremel tool to put a little design into it, and burned it a little, just like it. The next two come from a carver, the first carver that I actually ever commissioned a pipe from. This pipe here is a marble wood pipe by Carl, Olive Wood Piper, and it's a beautiful pipe. I actually won this from the Danny Shore raffle that we did a few years ago, and it's just gorgeous. The grain on this is very interesting, and his attention to detail is amazing. All the junctions, he has them beveled out very nicely, but he uses a lot of like non-traditional pipe wood. So this is marble wood. The second pipe I have from him, and actually the first commissioned pipe I ever ordered, is this. It's sort of a bulldog Rhodesian shape, and it's made out of olive wood. The grain on it is absolutely gorgeous. Olive wood has this very interesting grain patterning. This side you can kind of really see why I was drawn to the olive wood. But I asked him to make a pipe that evokes fall and had fall colors. So there's some yellow, and it's kind of, on this camera it's showing up a little more like pink, but it's a reddish orange color, and then the brown swirling stem. So gorgeous work. Carl does a fantastic job. Sean Ghost Cobb has a number of his pipes and really shouts him out on his channel quite a lot. I haven't seen much out of Carl lately. I hope he's doing well. And this is the tamper that came along with the set, so really beautiful. This one probably doesn't need too much introduction, but it is an LCS briar pipe. In fact, I don't know if there's a number on this. or not. I don't see a number. But it is Simon at London Calling with Simon and his take on the Shape 55 from Costello. The rustication is absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry the focus is not real wonderful right now. Awesome cross grain on the rim. I really like this kind of short stem with the saddle bits, and it is a 9mm pipe, as Simon is known to be fond of, so very cool. Now I think he's in the 300s of pipes that he's created, and there's a lot of folks out there with his pipes. He's doing fantastic work these days. This is my custom J Mouton pipe. This is the second custom pipe I had done, and I couldn't be more pleased with it. I talked about Jay on the pipe chat with Cass Piper Cassidy, and Jay, for having only been carving for 4, 5, 6 years or something like that, I believe. Don't quote me, but I think that's about right. He does some phenomenal work, and the grains, like what he can do with grain on a pipe, his eye for just how the direction of the grain is going to be is incredible. This partial rustication that he did on here was all his own design, and the stem is perfect. It's a 9mm, drilled for 9mm, and the adornment on the shank is deer antler, which was important to me. I really wanted that. This is an amazing pipe, and some of the pipes that he's producing nowadays look like they're made by somebody who's been carving for 20 plus years. The tampers that he's known for, he calls the lizard tail tampers, and I had to have one of those as part of the set as well. And he put the same adornment in here with the acrylic. He put the deer antler, so love it. Just gorgeous work, Jay. Thank you. And then the last carver that I want to highlight produced these two pipes, and that is Eric at Sea Smoke Pipes. And I'm fortunate enough to have two of his pipes. You can see Eric Weaver is there. So this one's kind of like it's almost like an apple trying to turn into, or a pot trying to turn into Rhodesian. It's got this little rim here. I love it. This is a really cool pipe. I often put this in my fishing kit. So that's one of those pipes that just kind of comes with me. And I feel like Eric would be proud to know that this goes with me fishing and hunting. And then this pipe has to be just marbled over. This is a very traditional freehand that Eric did for me a few years ago. I believe I actually won it in a GAW, but I would have chosen this pipe. So gorgeous work, Eric, and you guys can find him at Sea Smoke Pipes and Pottery. So I just really wanted to highlight some of these carvers and just marvel over their talents and let you guys know that these are some of the most prized pipes in my collection. And I'm looking forward to having more custom-made pipes from YTPC members, but there's so many great carvers out there that they just have to be acknowledged. And these are, obviously, this is not an all-inclusive list. There's many more. Jordan over at the Prairie Pipe Shop, I don't have any of his pipes yet, but I'm looking forward to having one of those. And there's others too. So thank you guys for stopping by and listening and taking a look. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right, take care.